What's up? It's Ben from WODprep, and I am here to teach Ryan how to do bar muscle ups. So we are back by popular demand. A few videos ago, I created a how to do double under tutorial, and we just did it live. I had my friends TJ and Jeff come down to the studio, and I just taught them double unders. And they've actually made tremendous development since then. So we're back in the studio because so many of you were like, please do more of these. I put something on Instagram saying, hey, who is in the Colorado area and wants to come film a video with me on Tuesday? Ryan responded, and here we are. Ryan, talk to me a little bit about your bar muscle ups. What's going on? Have you done them before? What's holding you back?
Sure. No, I've attempted them. Yeah. I've been on top of a bar, but I'm not going to classify it as a bar muscle up, right?
Sure.
So it's
more of like
it's the chicken wing,
yeah.
Get your chest in there, and then just kind of shove your way up there. And I can't get them. The open's coming up, yeah. Muscle ups are going to show up, and it's time to work on the skill. So awesome. When you threw that invite out, I was like, dude, I need tips, I need practice, and then here we are.
Yeah, and the reason I was like, oh, absolutely, get up here and let's do this, is because I asked you about the prerequisites. And I had you send a couple videos. Yeah. I know he's close. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the prerequisites, because whenever I'm working with an athlete, that's the first thing I ask, especially with something like a bar muscle up. I ask 3 different questions. Number 1, how many strict pull-ups can you do in a row?
12, 13.
Perfect. I'm looking for 6. Number 2, how many toes to bar can you do in a row?
20, 22.
Easy. Again, I'm looking for like 6 or 7. How many kipping chest to bar pull-ups can you do unbroken?
15, 20.
Perfect. Again, I'm looking for 6, 7, 8, something like that. So he's far surpassed all those prerequisites, which tells me that with a little bit of coaching, hopefully if he listens, or if I'm a halfway decent coach and can get him the right cues to make it all click in his head, hopefully we'll see some big developments. Let's see what happens. And oh, by the way, at the end of the video, I'll be sure to let you know where you can get free coaching from me. Maybe not in person, but I am looking for people in the Denver area to coach various movements. It's completely free. I'm just offering it to the people who watch WODprep videos because I'm having so much fun teaching real human beings rather than just trying to make up my own progressions and coach myself. I love actually showing other people on the spot how it's done. So if you want to learn more about how to do bar muscle ups, I have a free training guide that I'll show you at the end of the video, and I also have a full-blown training course that I guarantee, if I just gave him bar muscle up mastery, I would actually guarantee or his money back that he would have bar muscle ups easily within the 8 weeks of following the program. So rather than having to make that promise, I'm just going to teach him in person, but it is something that you have available to you if you choose. So with that in mind, let's get started. All right, so actually, I forgot to ask you in the beginning, how many years have you been doing CrossFit?
Just under 2.
So just under 2.
Just under 2
awesome.
years, yeah.
And you can do a lot of the other skills? Can you do ring muscle ups or anything?
I've gotten ring muscle ups every once in a while, double unders, yes, handstand push-ups, yes. This is the one that's that I can't grasp.
Awesome, can't grasp yet. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. So first, hop up on the bar. He's already warmed up a little bit, full disclosure, but let's hop up on the bar and just do some beat swings. So first, what I just want to see is like, how's your kip control? Just kind of go back and forth from hollow to arch and, do like 5 to 10 reps, something like that. Good. Yeah, I mean, I can already tell right here just watching him, he has like really good kip control. It's nice and smooth. You're not swinging around the bar like Tarzan. That's great. All right, relax. Next thing, I'm just looking to see how high you can lever yourself. Coming up, and I just want you to see if you can get a little bit more pull on those lats. So basically, it's like you're doing a lat pull down at the end of that kip. Just see how much elevation you can get. Just a couple reps. Don't tear your hand. Just really, really focus on, pulling down. Boom, big pull down. There you go. Good. All right, cool. Relax. Sweet. I know we'll be able to overlay a video of his actual bar muscle up attempts that I had him send me just a couple days ago. That's pretty much how it goes, right? You almost get up, you're definitely trying to chicken wing, and you either get up very rarely, or I don't think in those you even got above the bar.
No, it feels like I rush to get over the bar. Yes. That's what I think I'm doing. I don't know if that's true.
It is exactly what you're doing.
That's what I feel like I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're doing based on the video. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go grab a band really quick, and I want you to try to do a couple of just smooth reps so that we grease the groove for how we want it to look when we eventually remove the band. And then we're going to go through a few drills, okay? Awesome. Put your feet in it, put 1 foot in it, 1 foot wrapped around, and then just maybe do a couple kips, feel it, and then try to get yourself above the bar. It's going to feel a little bit awkward, but it should be okay. And this will also help you get nice and used to this pull-up bar. Make sure your hands are adequately chalked. A lot of times I just use this band to help teach people what the transition should feel like. Even though it does help you out a little bit too much, it's a great development drill. See how it feels? First do a couple nice big kips, and then just give me your best bar muscle up attempt. There you go. Nice and high. Good. And cool. And it's funny because your right hand did exactly what you do in the videos that you sent me. So if we actually have that overlay of his videos, you can actually see that when he's doing his bar muscle up, he's death gripping with his right hand. And you can actually stay in the band because we're going to be, no rush.
No rush on the band.
But what he's doing, are you right hand or left hand dominant?
Right-handed.
Okay.
Right hand dominant.
So it's interesting. So my theory is that the reason he's death gripping with his right hand is because he naturally tries to pull himself extra. Like he doesn't feel like he's high enough to get the bar muscle up transition. So he keeps his right hand death gripped on the bar and gives it a little bit more pull. And he's always in those videos, I remember he'll send his left hand over first and he still hasn't done any release with his right hand, okay? So your right hand is the big thing that's like preventing you from getting above the bar because you're pulling more than you need to. So what I want you to do is let's hop in that band again. And I want you to really focus on releasing that, and try to get it in the middle. Here you go. What I really want you to focus is releasing that right hand. So get some extra chalk if you need to. This time get a nice big kip, and then try to focus on making sure that you're not death gripping the entire time with that right hand. A couple nice big kips. There you go. Good. You release it. It still is the chicken wing, but that's okay. That was a nice smooth one. So maybe do like one more rep. Good. That wasn't so bad. All right, now drop and relax. So what's really interesting is even though you're there, this band is getting you tons of elevation just because you've ingrained it in your psyche so much. You always delay the transition with your right hand. Your left hand's coming over, and then your right hand is still death gripping. So if we can get rid of that habitually, then we'll be fine. So what I actually want to do is we're going to make this even easier for you, and I want you to try to remove that right hand death grip from the equation. So I'm going to throw another band in here, and this is going to make it way, way, way easier. So now you have two bands. You're going to fly above the bar, okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to actually try to rotate your right shoulder, rotate your right hand over before your left. Like almost try to reverse the chicken wing and see how it feels. See if we can get you out of that bad habit of death gripping with the right hand.
I almost got up there.
Yeah. There you go. Come down, do another like single, see how it feels, see if you can release that right hand. Good, both of those were the exact same time.
I could feel the difference, yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Let's do one more, try that exact same thing. Good, nice, and I saw you like release, and you release both at the same time. Good, relax, I'm gonna take that black band off. You can hop down and kind of shake it out if you need to. Give me that black band, and we're gonna just take that off. And what I want you to do is try to do the exact same thing. You're just gonna have a little bit less support. Re-chalk if need be. I know my bar is very slippery. It's RX plus. Okay, now see if you can do the exact same thing. Because I saw there, you purposefully released and re-gripped and transitioned with both hands at the exact same time. That's what I want you to try to do here. Big kip. Nice. Good. Nice.
Oh, that one felt really good. That one felt really good.
Yeah, good. All right, hop down, shake it out. I just want to, I keep calling it greasing the groove. So once we develop a new habit, I want you to keep doing reps with that habit. That's the key here. So we're going to do maybe like one or two more, and then we're going to start doing actual attempts. How are you feeling? You tired? Okay. We haven't done too many reps. So what I want you to do is I want to try to get maybe like one or two more reps of you hitting that really solid transition. And then what we might do is actually try to bump it down to the black band and see if you can do the same thing.
The awkward.
So actually, here's a pro tip. So if it's really, here, I'll show you something. If it's really awkward to put the band in, if you're grabbing like this and you pull it down, it's like a tricep extension. It's really hard to keep it extended. So grab the inside of the band, keep your arms extended, and just lean forward. And then it's like really easy.
So that's why.
That's the pro.
This is the tip of the day right here. Nothing
now,
with the bar muscle.
I don't know how to get out of the band.
The band.
Yeah, so arms extended, lean forward, boom.
Oh,
look at that. Look at that. Money biscuits.
Look at that.
Love it. Trademark. All right, here we go. Big kip. Okay. All right, so that one left was first. So this time I want you to actually think about sending your right over first. Like try to chicken wing the opposite direction. All right, still left first. See if you can do the right first. There you go.
That felt better. That was a good one.
All right. Drop down, shake it out. Shake it out. Let's shake it out because I want to see if we can get you on your first rep to be able to do both of those. Yep. But again, I don't actually want you to do it, but I want you to try to chicken wing right first, then left. Because what seems to automatically be happening. If you focus on your right, the left one's going to happen naturally.
Interesting.
So try to reverse your chicken wing. Instead of left, then right, see if you can go right, then left, and it might break that cycle. I was left first. Show me that right first. There you go. Do one more. There you go. Nice.
That was a good
And
one.
relax. Cool. Sweet. And step down, feet up. We're going to actually try to switch to the black band. As we reduce the band tension, you're going to need to kip harder.
Yep.
So really make these count. Big, strong kip. Try to get a big one. There you go. Not bad. Still a little backwards. Yes. Very nice.
That one felt good.
And yes. Best one. And drop. Relax.
That one felt, those last two
Yeah,
felt
so
really good.
hopefully you guys saw that. His last two transitioned really well. The cue that I'll sometimes give athletes, and I haven't talked about this yet, is if you ever coach someone or if you ever remember being coached on the clean, there's this cue called fast elbows, where like you're getting the clean to your shoulders, and then a lot of times people will catch it, and then their elbows slowly transition under the bar, right? And it ends up looking like this, like really sloppy. So what I tell people is like, regardless of whether you think you've caught the clean or not, I just want you to punch your elbows through, right? Fast elbows through the catch. It's the same thing with the bar muscle up. Rather than waiting for your head and shoulders to get above the bar and then you transition your elbows and transition your hands, what I actually tell people is to preemptively, like when you get up, is to preemptively throw your elbows forward into that internal rotation. And what basically you're doing is you're transitioning your hand and elbows above the bar before your body even makes it there. Let me show you one really quick, because you did a good job on those last two reps. But if I was going to do this without any assistance, it looks something like this. Rather than here and then letting my hands transition. Do you see that? I'll do it one more time. So this is a slow transition. I'm over, and then my hands transition. Instead of that, what I do is I actually transition my hands before my body. Okay, so like I send my elbows forward into that internal rotation, and then as my body's coming over the bar, I finish. All right, so let's try it one more time with that in mind. Again, we're greasing the groove. We're practicing this good technique. Your last two reps were perfect there. See if you can go 2 for 2 here. Yes. 1. Yes. And 2. Relax. Very nice. Round of applause for everyone watching. All right.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah, cool.
That really helped.
All right, so we're going to hop out of this band, and now we're actually going to try some reps. Let's see if we can make a breakthrough and see if we can get over the bar. I want you to give me the biggest kip you've ever given. 1 kip and up. Woo! That was it. It was a chicken wing, but dude,
close.
that was smooth.
It was close.
That was a heck of a lot.
I know the difference now.
That was a heck of a lot smoother than the videos you sent me earlier.
I couldn't get over the bar.
You couldn't even get over the bar. All right, so cool. Let's do that a couple more times. But here's a couple things I want you to focus on. So I would say the initial kip was, I'd give it a C. Okay, I give it a C, maybe a C plus. I want an A plus. So let me show you as a demonstration. So your initial kip, you did a good job, kind of like jumping up into it, but your hollow wasn't very aggressive. You kind of were like arch and then a big pull to try to get up and over the bar, okay? Instead, what I want you to think about is this time, I really want you jumping into that rep. Okay. A lot of times for people, I'll like set up a box or set up J-hooks and do like a drop-in technique to get a ton of extra momentum. I don't think you need that because you just demonstrated that you don't need it. So we're not even gonna mess with that particular cue. You're too advanced for my beginner bar muscle up training. But what I want you to do is to focus on jumping slightly behind the bar rather than kind of casually jumping into this hollow and arch. I really, really want you to jump up, feet out in front, and then pull your head through into that arch position. So it looks like this. Rather than that, which was the bar muscle up you just did, I want you to focus on big kip. And try to get, you'll feel it. When you go into that arch position, you drive your head through, you'll feel tension all the way from your hands down to your ankles. Okay, stay tight, and that extra snap will give you, I think, a little bit of the extra momentum. And then we're just practicing all the same things you've already learned. So big jump, big kip. Yes, beautiful, awesome. 2 in a row.
Oh, there we go.
3 in a row.
Nope. Bad kip.
So it's funny because
I committed before he even went down.
I know the mistake. I know the mistake that you made for the third one. That was amazing. Is that the first time you've ever done 2 in a row?
2 in a row, yeah, like that.
Fantastic. Round of applause. All right. So you still are doing a little bit of the chicken wing, but my goodness, much more minimal than when we started. Okay. And I really, again, want you to focus on just trying to transition that right one early. Because you have the kip, you have the pull. That's because his prerequisites are so strong. I don't need to lecture him on timing. I don't need to lecture him on making sure that he pulls extra hard because his prereqs are so strong. You don't even need to worry about that. You just need to focus on your transition. Okay? So let's do it one more time. That kip that you did for that first one was awesome. That was an A. I might not give it an A plus just because it's only theoretical, but that was an A for sure. All right, let's do that again. And then, try to give me 3 reps. Yes. Release that right hand. Focus on the right first. Yes. Good. 2. 3.
I didn't get the right hand, but I got 3.
We'll take it. We'll take it. It's so funny.
It's ugly.
Did you see? So the second one, you did a great job. You actually over-rotated and wound up in front of the bar. So it's a happy medium, right? But that second rep, the timing was there. You just, I think, over-rotated. Happy medium again. The first rep, a little bit chicken wingy, but my goodness, compared to the reps that you sent me on video a few days ago, plus compared to when you first started, even with the heavy band, right? Your first rep you failed, and then your second rep was super chicken wingy, and now you're doing it no band, and you're crushing it. Okay, so we're gonna do one more thing. The last thing I want to tell you as you hop over here and give you a little bit of rest. So he's gonna try again to get that first rep 0 chicken wing. So really focus on rotating both hands, or if you really need to focus on something, it's send that right hand over first. But when he's doing, it's funny, you did it for both third repetitions where you got above the bar. Okay, and then for whatever reason on the third rep, you you went way back behind the bar and then tried to go into your next rep. I find that it gives you too much forward momentum and it throws off the kip and it just gets really weird. So with a bar muscle up specifically, different than the ring muscle ups, which I'm pointing to, but they're not hanging here right now. That's confusing. Ring muscle ups, you fade away from the top. Bar muscle ups, I actually want you to keep that bar really close on the way back down because it puts you into a better, more balanced kip. So rather than here and then fading into the next rep and then having a ton of sway, instead, keep the bar close and then it just keeps you nice and balanced. Okay, so when you're coming back down, the bar's just staying a little bit closer and then kind of when it gets here, you release into that huge kip. Okay, let's try it. He's gonna go for 3 again and then we're gonna wrap this sucker up. Remember, what are we focusing on? What's that main thing? The main thing with your hands.
Rotate.
Try to rotate at the same time or even throw that right one first. Nice, slow rotation. See if you can fix it. Boom. 2. Get another one. Bingo. That was a good kick. I think you had it. So, it wasn't perfect. We still got things to work on. But if I was a coach here, I'd focus, obviously, huge, tremendous improvement. Okay, tremendous improvement in only 20 minutes or something like that. The thing that you need to practice is don't be afraid to practice with a band and do so many reps with perfect rotation that it completely eliminates your need to chicken wing. Because the reason you're chicken winging is because you're so used to doing it, you're just developing a habit, right? If I always do a weird thing on my snatch for any weight, that weird thing is going to stick around even when I get to heavy weights or light weights, right? So same thing here. You're doing a little weird thing in your bar muscle up. That's because we've developed that habit over a long period of time practicing. Rather than practicing big unbroken sets, that's unrealistic in an actual workout. If there's a workout with muscle ups programmed, I'm not going to tell you to do anything unbroken. I'm going to say do singles, right? So what that might look like is if you get really good at just, whether it's just hopping into a single, or you hop in, you get that A plus kip and just do one at a time and then redo that. Or you can even help yourself out a little bit by getting your grip and hopping into a hollow body position, right? That kip's even stronger. Just focus on making your first rep perfect every single time, okay? I'd rather see perfect singles than oh wow, you can do 4 unbroken kind of maybe with a chicken wing, right? Try to do 4 perfect singles. Awesome job, man.
Thanks,
thank you so much for having me. Guys, if you want more bar muscle up coaching like I've shared here, we have a full bar muscle up training guide. If you want to come work out at WODprep HQ, shoot me a DM on Instagram if you're local or you're in the area. Maybe we can work something out. If you want to fast track your training and learn these kinds of drills, then go join WODprep Academy. I have a bar muscle up course in there. I have 25 other courses, including many more coming down the pipeline, and it's all included in one low annual cost. Click the links in the descriptions down below, and you can get access to it. Ryan, thanks so much for being here, man. What was the biggest thing that you learned today?
I'll go 2 things. The one, the feeling at the top on the rotation. I had no idea what I was doing wrong. instantly pointed out, gave me a drill.
Yep.
I was lost, completely lost. So now I have something to work on.
Cool.
And to the Kip, like, just don't be a pansy, Kip.
Yeah,
right.
do an
That's what it
A
is.
plus Kip, not a C minus.
Don't be a
Kip.
pansy, do a Kip, and drive yourself up.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome work, man. I hope everybody learned a lot. Leave a comment down below if you have another request for a video that you want me to coach like this, or let us know what you learned most in this video. We had a blast making it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.